Special thanks to Kyvor, Mary McDowell, P, Some Great Turnabout, The Reaver, Malik Diligence, Elkhan, Yenners, Jorgen, Starstrucks, Arnie's Autos, Joxy, Muscleman, Viola's on Fire, Vox, Releo, Thomas Hederman, Silverstrike, Captain Luppy, and LW.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. The world's greatest magician, the one, the only, Maximillion Galactica!
Like living a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet.
That was amazing! Wasn't it, Pearly?
It was great! There was a dancing bear, a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant who rode a giant ball, not to mention that guy who flew through the air.
Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous. The world's greatest magician.
Magician?
No, a magician.
Mr. Nick?
What is it, Pearls?
Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits?
I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. Well, I mean, not the stage performance variety, at least. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls?
I'm sorry.
I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since the incident in Kurain Village. It seems like she's starting to get back to normal.
Oh, it's time to go.
You're right. We can't miss the last train.
Pearls! You remembered the train!
Of course I did. But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train.
Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year.
Don't worry about it. Really.
Oh, you're gonna visit Mr. Nick on New Year's?
Maybe.
I am glad you'll get to spend your New Year's with your special someone.
Pearl! Look, it's time to go.
Happy New Year, Mr. Nick!
Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way. Well, today wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Hey, Charlie, wouldn't mind some help cleaning this place up. Hello? Wright & Co. Law Offices. This is Phoenix Wright speaking.
Nick! It's terrible!
Ah, Maya. Perfect timing. Things are terrible here, too.
Huh?
The office is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up.
What are you talking about?
My dirty office? What are you talking about?
Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV.
The TV? I wonder what happened.
Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus, which has become the center of a sensational murder investigation. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers.
The Very Big Circus?
That's the circus we went to, right?
They're saying that there was a murder.
Yeah! They arrested him, too!
Arrested who?
Max! They arrested Max Galactica!
Maximillion Galactica. Fans call him Max. A popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max.
All right, Nick. I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center.
What?
See you there. You've still got plenty of time to clean up your office later.
What? Maya! Hey, Maya! Dang it!
What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max?
You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used the magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand.
Maximillion Galactica would never do such a thing!
Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous. What a clever young girl. Such a fabulous understanding of events.
What's with all this fabulous talk?
Welcome to the visitor's room.
It's Max! Nick, look! It's the real Maximillion Galactica!
All right, sweetie. Pick a card, any card.
He called me sweetie! Nick!
Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card, any card.
This one!
Uh-huh. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts.
He got it! Nick, look! He got it!
What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximillion Galactica's hearts.
Max.
Time to make this an absolutely fabulous time.
Max, you should let Nick pick a card!
I don't really want to steal one of his hearts.
And you are... Oh, how silly of me. You must be the sweetie's driver.
Her driver?
Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card, any card.
This one, I guess.
So, sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to the visitor's room to visit me, didn't you?
Yes! I'm your biggest fan!
Oh, fabulous! Absolutely fabulous! Thank you so much!
What about my card?
Think of it as a souvenir.
Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling?
I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch.
Sweetie, drop porcupine head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay?
Yes.
Absolutely fabulous!
Oh, absolutely cringe-inducing.
Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better too. Why don't you come sit next to me?
There's a big piece of security glass between us.
Oh, sweet Jeebus! What in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear.
What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max?
That's Maximillion to you, porcupine head. Get it straight.
Jeez, people nowadays get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximillion, I understand that you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not?
I did indeed! It was fabulous! I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world's magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was it was an amazing day.
Wow, that's incredible!
Isn't it? I'm certainly the greatest magician in the world.
I'm going to guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician.
You are signed to an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct?
That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know. Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes.
You're right, you're so right!
However, the circus, it's a dinosaur. A thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what's going on in there.
What do you mean?
That's why I signed the contract.
That's why you signed the contract?
Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Oh, isn't it just wonderful, sweetie?
Yes.
I made the old crusty performances obsolete.
But I kinda like the circus performances.
Tell me what happened at the very big circus.
Last night, the ringmaster was murdered.
The ringmaster, you mean Russell Berry?
Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length.
Questioned you about what?
About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him that night in his room.
So then, why were you arrested?
Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult with me on the matters, that's all.
Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is.
Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster?
Uh-huh.
What did you talk about?
Things that aren't for your ears.
Maya, would you please ask him?
What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max?
It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary. I am the one bringing in all the crowds to the circus. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you?
Yes.
That's all you talked about?
Of course! It was a fabulous chat.
I wonder how people can lie with such a straight face.
What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape.
Max, could you look closely at this?
What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act?
I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney.
An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me?
He isn't wasting his time! Max, you're in jail!
Okay. Relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie?
Because you've been arrested for murder!
Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me.
Why is that?
Obviously, because I'm the fabulous Maximillion Galactica.
So?
I'm the very big star of the very big circus.
And that means?
I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums.
Which means what?
Max.
Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they?
They don't arrest people as a joke.
Look at Max. He's crushed.
Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. Yes?
Sir, you're a lawyer, right?
Yeah, I'm an attorney.
Please help me! I didn't kill nobody!
Didn't kill nobody?
I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane! I could never! I swear, I just wanted to pay off my daddy's dad! He's back on the farm?
Okay. I'll take your case.
Really?
Really?
Thank you so much. Y'all sure are nice folks.
Max, what's your real name?
It's Billy Bob Jones.
Ugh,
What's the matter, Maya?
he's really just a country bumpkin.
I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Mr. Attorney,
Yes?
a few minutes ago you took one of my cards, didn't you?
I did.
It was the 10 of hearts, right?
What? He got it right! Again!
What can I say? You two, you've stolen some of my most valued possessions! 10 of Maximillion Galactica's hearts!
You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you?
I I'm putting all my faith in you, sweetie.
He didn't just call me sweetie, did he?
All right, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick.
Right behind you. We'll be back to consult you later, Max.
Please hurry!
All right. We've got a lot of things we have to look into. No time for slacking.
Okay.
What's the matter? You seem down.
Maximillion Galactica. Who would have guessed he was Country Bumpkin? We're here again.
Yep. But this time, we are here for work. It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene.
Let's find someone who might know something about what happened.
Sounds like a plan. This seems to be a dorm where all of the performers in the circus stay.
Really? So that stoogey clown should be here, huh? He's so kooky.
Ah! It's you two! I always see you hanging around when I'm waking a crime scene, pals.
You always seem to be working so hard, Detective.
I'd rather not be working hard, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. If I had to be at the circus anyway, I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left.
Nick! He complained!
That's a rarity. So, down to business now, okay? Do you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow?
Of course. It'll be Ms. Von Karma.
She isn't going to hit me with her whip again, is she?
What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal.
Maybe that's enough about Von Karma. What about that one guy? What is he up to?
That guy?
What happened to Edgeworth? You know, the Edgeworth that's Nick's rival? What in the world happened when I went back home?
Mr. Edgeworth, you ain't heard what happened to him?
Nick won't tell me.
Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore.
He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around?
Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Let's focus on the here and now. The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he?
Yep. Last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go out, if you ask me, pal.
It was pretty cold.
This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you're standing now.
Ah!
Ha ha ha! Surprised you, didn't I?
I'm not laughing!
What happened to the victim?
He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. It's pretty clear cut as far as moiters go. He was discovered quickly, but
But?
there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit.
There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit.
Footprints, pal. Footprints.
Footprints?
Look at this picture of the crime scene.
What's this? This wooden box under the body.
No clue, pal. Some forensics experts took it back and are examining it now.
What's so mysterious about the footprints?
Take a good look at the footprints in this picture.
The victim's footprints are on the scene.
That's right, pal. The problem is...
The killer's footprints aren't there!
Bingo! Where did the killer come from, and where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there's no way the killer committed his crime while flying.
A flying criminal?
There's no way! Flying is impossible!
That's right! Flying is impossible! Absolutely impossible!
What's with the hollow laugh, pal?
I meant nothing by it, pal!
Aha! You sure it's got nothing to do with your famous flying client? Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say? A bad attitude follows you everywhere.
He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad.
But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal.
It's not just his attitude. I got proof, pal.
Huh?
He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat.
Well, it does have very classy decorative elements.
Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols.
Pretty mundane, aren't they?
Who cares if they are mundane? At least they're easy to understand.
I must have hit a nerve.
Oh, I just remembered.
What?
I forgot to mention that you two were barred from entering that lodging house.
Why is that?
Oh, no reason, just something I remembered to tell you.
It must be because there's an eyewitness inside that lodging house.
Let's check it out.
Oh, no, you don't, pal.
Hey, detective, I think there's some evidence under the tarp over there.
Huh? Hey, watch it, pal. I think the killer might be behind that top. Gotcha. I was just kidding. You ain't gonna fool me that easily, pal. Now go on. We got work to do here.
I'm genuinely surprised that didn't work.
Let's just look somewhere else for now and we'll sneak in later when they're not looking.
Right. That could work. The circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience.
Wow! This is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults!
I'm not doing any somersaults.
Why not? You look like you'd be great at it.
Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults?
Huh? Nick?
It wasn't me. He's coming this way! Ah!
Nick, you're too young to die! Nick! Stay! Heel!
I'm still here. I'm not dead yet.
Nick! Nick! Are you okay?
Scared you, didn't I? Regent is such a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet.
Oh, what's the matter, me? Nick! He almost died there!
He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky.
Huh?
You agree, don't you?
I guess.
What do you mean, you guys? Why are you agreeing with her?
Ooh, your costume. It's cute. I want to try it on.
Costume? You mean my clothes?
You don't mind letting me try it on, right?
I guess not.
Really? You're the best!
Wow. The tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus.
My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium.
Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up next to the animal tamer, I bet we look really odd.
Nice to meet ya.
Likewise.
That's incredible that you are an animal tamer.
If you say so.
It has to be really scary.
Scary? Why? Regent isn't scary. He's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend.
Leon?
Yes, Leon the lion.
Leon died?
Yes. Actually, he was killed. My dad killed him.
What?
Why did he do that?
I'm not sure why he did it.
Hey, Regina, what do you know about what happened last night?
You mean the murder?
Uh-huh.
My dad was murdered.
That was insensitive. I can't imagine how hard this must be for you.
That's right! The ringmaster was your...
Yep, the ringmaster was my dad.
I am so sorry about what happened to him.
Why do you say you're sorry? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night.
Even your dad?
Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here.
Why did you do that?
I was playing with Regent.
So she was with that beast.
That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead.
For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish you would tell us more about her dad.
What's the matter? What's on your mind, Regina?
I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Well...
What? Really?
And then...
Oh my! That's incredible, Regina! Come on, Nick. There's no reason to pout.
Don't worry about me.
Regina told me that someone professed their love to her.
Professed their love?
Not only that, it was Maximillion Galactica!
I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways.
And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well.
What? Who was it?
Someone named Trillo.
Trillo?
Apparently, he is a tenor who sings in the circus.
Haven't met him yet.
Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus.
She must have some sort of strange power over them.
You're not kidding. 2 people in one day. Even I want to profess my love for her.
Well, Maya and I would love to stay and chat, but we've still got a lot of investigating to do. So, if you'll excuse us...
Oh, really, Nick? Can't I just hang out with Regina for a while?
That's a great idea, Maya! We can play with Regent some more!
On second thought, we should really look into the ringmaster a little more, Nick. It wouldn't be responsible to slack off like that. Come on!
Aw, come on! Don't leave so soon.
You changed your mind pretty quick.
If you don't hurry up, I'll leave you here with her and the tiger. This was the ringmaster's room?
Yes. This room belonged to the victim, which means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night. That's an interesting poster.
It's a poster of Max! I want it! Nick, I want it!
I want to get out of here.
So many posters. They aren't likely to miss one, are they?
Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here.
But you didn't even notice that I took one!
Oh, she already swiped one. You're incorrigible, you know that?
We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action, mind-numbing legalese. You will say wow. Or perhaps, hold it! Don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride.
With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic.
So negative. Hey Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall.
It's like a guided tour of the circus's history.
This is so cool! It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing at our office. We can put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty.
What about the clients who are found guilty?
We'll just pretend like they don't exist. How's that? Nick! Now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that?
Well, it's bound to happen eventually, right?
This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap.
Check out this big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster.
He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father.
If that's his desk, then this must be a table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top.
Ah! Look at this! Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes!
What is it?
I didn't know a magician's salary was this incredible!
She looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? That much?
Incredible, huh?
You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it.
What's the matter, Nick?
Max definitely got a raise, but this document is dated a week ago.
Does that mean Max lied about his meeting last night?
I'm not sure. We'll have to ask him when we see him again. In the meantime, we should see about sneaking past Detective Gumshoe and getting into the lodging house.
Sneak Force, go!
Yelling that out kind of defeats the purpose of subtlety.
Hey, Nick! Look over there! There's someone over there! Excuse me?
Hello.
Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me!
What? Me?
Yes. You work here at the circus, don't you?
No, I'm just your everyday average Joe.
An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so.
Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here.
He's lying. Like any regular person would hang around the circus dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright.
I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya.
Well, I, just happened to be, passing by.
I don't suppose you'd happen to be some kind of carny?
Not a carny. I'm a performer. Actually, I'm a ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist?
I'm Benjamin Woodman.
Your last name is Woodman?
Yes, that's right. But everyone calls me Ben.
Ah! Yes. That's your alias, right?
I believe they call it a stage name. But excuse me, Ben?
Yes? You mean me?
About the murder? I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may.
Really, I'm just a regular, normal guy. I don't know.
This guy's so nervous. It's creeping me out.
Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximillion Galactica.
Max? He's not very nice.
Did you just say that Max is not very nice?
Ow! My head hurts.
Yikes. I hope he's okay. Sounds like he popped a gasket.
So Ben, you're a ventriloquist?
I'm just a regular guy.
You already told us you were a ventriloquist!
Oh, yes.
Nick, don't yell at him! You can't do that!
I can't help it! He's making me nervous!
Try being nice, Nick. Ben, do you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist?
Well, right now, my
why? He's contagious! We gotta get out of here. I've had enough of this!
Nick, where are you going? Hey, Nick!
This must be the place where the witness saw the crime from.
Hello?
Kablamo! Congratulations! You're the big winner! The 1 millionth visitor to the room of one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me!
Earplugs must find earplugs!
To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? I welched on giving you more than one. No! If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen and last sing. Catch my drift?
Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare.
Come on, it was funny! Clowns are always funny in my book.
In my book, they're just funny looking.
You sure do have a great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that gob. You look just like Greta Gob. Ooh!
I'm going home.
No! Nick, you can't!
You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to.
Okay, I get it. But you have to admit, he is kind of funny.
No, I don't have to admit that, because he isn't.
So, Mo, could you please tell us more about the Very Big Circus?
It's a very big story. You sure you got that kind of time?
And the hits keep on coming.
This circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry.
20 years? Wow!
Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays with movies, TV, and bowling. There's just too much competition.
But I love the circus!
I love it too! That's why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us.
Nick, he just made a joke. Laugh!
Har, har, har.
The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world. A real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me because he knew I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees.
I see.
How can anyone do that? They're such a wonderful man! The ringmaster was a great man and a visionary. Truly ahead of his time, he would always add new elements to the show.
New elements?
When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a little stale. I realize that even my act can be a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned.
A bit long in the tooth?
But that make-believer takes things too far!
Make-believer?
The magician! The one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now. He got on everyone's nerves the day of the murder.
Go ahead.
Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything. If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too.
No!
Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being.
Why do you hate him so much?
Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clunked Ben right over the head as hard as he could.
Ben? The ventriloquist with the speech impediment?
You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves.
The cafeteria?
Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting here. Oh, right! The Very Big Circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around.
Ah, thank you! This is an atlas.
I'd kill myself. Really? I'm dying here. Coronary.
Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Mo.
Wiggity, what?
I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor.
Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way?
Let's talk about the murder.
Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it.
So this is what Detective Gumshoe was talking about. Mo was the eyewitness to the crime. You say you saw the crime? Do you mind telling me what you saw?
Well, the police told me I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped.
That's not fair.
I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details, but only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make with the funny.
Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me?
Nick, you can do it!
Oh, okay. Do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time.
At least his expectations are low.
I wouldn't let him quit his day job.
Sheesh, cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here.
It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's what I saw, without question, without a doubt. It was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is.
He knows more about this than he's letting on.
All right, just hold on. I gotta check on the witness real quick.
Uh-oh.
That's our cue to leave, Nick! Hey, Mo, if that detective asks, we were never here.
Right. See you later, invisible people. Or will I?
Ew, this place is gross!
This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder.
So, what was it that Mo said?
He said that yesterday morning, Max clonked Ben over the head here.
He also said that there's got to be something interesting there. Nick, what's got to be interesting?
Don't ask. So everything's exactly as it was the night of the murder.
They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Oh, looking at all these dishes is making me hungry! Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside!
Once we're finished with the case. Looks like the kitchen is over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here.
I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's Killer Hamburger! You'd try it, wouldn't you?
Provided it didn't really kill, sure.
Check out this notice. Keep our cafeteria clean.
Doesn't seem like anyone ever read the sign, huh?
Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die.
I imagine that would definitely make them clean up. Ah, a bulletin board for, bulletins. It doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here.
Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read.
Juicy?
You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer.
Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously.
That's what makes it so good!
This is strange. There's nothing on the top of this stand.
Look, Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table.
Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this.
Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right?
And maybe nothing else.
You know, I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them.
But why do we have to clean up?
1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because one bears repeating.
This is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence.
You know I really hate dirty cafeterias.
Not as much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. Huh? This chair's been knocked over. It almost looks as if someone knocked it over in a struggle. Or used it for self-defense.
Or maybe Regent just likes to eat his dinner in the cafeteria?
Wait a minute. There's something else here. What's this? A juice bottle?
Watch out, Nick! Broken glass on the floor is dangerous!
There's a broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor here.
Do you think it means anything?
There's gotta be something interesting there.
Huh?
Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him.
Him?
Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with?
Well, we've gathered quite a few clues.
Wonderfully fantabuloso! I mean fabulous, huh?
That's why we came to meet with you again.
What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face!
Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous!
We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max.
You just mean from those dinosaurs? How were those Jurassic geriatrics?
Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you?
Yes. Sweetie, that's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us.
People who really understand.
For instance, my sweetie pie. I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess.
That's strange. Regina never said anything about marrying this joker. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder.
Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. Once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished.
They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house.
Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return.
Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here?
It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat?
It's all right. I'll be right back. It should only take me about 10 minutes.
And then?
I waited for him, but he never came back.
Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered?
Possibly. The snow had tapered off quite a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do.
He seems to be telling the truth about that at least. But when I asked him what the meeting was about, he lied to me. I guess I'd better figure out why he lied, and more importantly, what he was lying about. Last night, you met the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such.
Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary from my 6-month-old contract.
That's the truth? The whole truth?
What do you mean?
You just went into his office to negotiate your new salary.
I hate lies, and I hate liars even more! What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night?
I have these.
That's... Oh!
It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise.
Is there a problem with being well compensated?
Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago.
Fabulous! All right, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room.
He called you? Why did he do that?
Sorry, sweetie. That's private.
It's not private if you already know why it happened, is it? Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room that night?
Where did you get that?
The cafeteria. But you already knew that, didn't you?
Oh, of course. It fell and broke on the floor.
Max, you took this bottle and bashed Ben the ventriloquist over the head with it, didn't you?
Uh.
And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night.
You might as well be a magician.
The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in.
You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist?
You could put it that way.
Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man.
We fought about my sweetie pie.
You mean Regina?
That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that?
Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben?
Told her he was in love with her? Are you sure this is the Ben we are talking about?
All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me, and I realized it was my chance.
Your chance?
That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie.
What?
The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up.
What do you mean by shut him up?
You don't know, my sweeties? Unless Ben and Trillo are together, Trillo can't say a word.
Trillo?
The puppet, the ventriloquist puppet, his real name is Trillo Quist.
But, puppet doesn't talk.
I know! That's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the balsa, I'd be screwed.
You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet?
Oh, you are so smart, sweetie!
Where did you hide him?
What? Sweetie, you aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you?
Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet.
Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweets?
No problem! None at all! Thank you, Max!
You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam.
Then don't go hiding puppets!
It looks the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing.
Will you stop it, you poster pilferer?
I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters.
You mean stole one of those posters?
Let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trillo somewhere in this room.
Not a lot of places to hide something like a puppet. Maybe the trophy case?
Nick! Look at all the cute trophies!
Wow. Just look at all the awards this circus has won.
All County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix? Wow! The Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined.
Hey, there's something shoved under the bookshelf.
That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet!
I think you're right. Hold on to this and we'll go find him and give it back to him.
Why do I have to carry this thing? Oh! Hey, Ben!
Hello?
Hello to you, too! It's awfully cold today, don't you agree?
I do indeed.
Don't you think it's cold, Nick?
I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case.
Hey, Ben! This is yours, isn't it?
Yes! That's mine!
Here you go!
Glad to be of assistance. All right, Maya, let's get going.
It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben!
Okay.
So, Nick, where are we going next?
As much as I don't want to, maybe we should go talk to the clown again.
Hey! Wait!
Who said that?
What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench! What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone?
Ben? Is that you, Ben?
No. I would never.
It was me! Yeah, me! Down here!
You're Trillo?
That is Mr. Quiz to you, sir! Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect.
Not again. Mr. Quist. Is that better?
No! Look at me when I am talking to you! You 8-bit excuse for an attorney!
Trillo, we talked about insulting people. You promised.
But he was mocking me! Being mean to bullies was not included in the deal!
I'm sorry, Trillo.
Nick, what just happened? Trillo is still a puppet, right? A ventriloquist puppet.
Hey! Who do you think you are calling me a puppet?
Nick, what did we do?
This is probably the only way we're going to get information out of Ben. We might as well take advantage of it. So, what can you tell us about the very big circus?
You talking to me? I said you talking to me? Don't look at him when you're talking to me.
Trilloquist, you behave, young man.
Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants.
Your partner? You mean Ben?
Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here.
Oh, my.
But I'll be fair. In this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as circus performers, I found my Madonna.
Your...
Madonna?
Regina! My lovely Regina! She is stunning, right? Ben?
Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far.
You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand of what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty. Hence why I shall marry her.
Marry? You're going to marry Regina?
That's right! She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she?
But she did seem a bit worried about things.
Well,
I don't care! It's my choice, not hers! We're getting hitched!
I know you think that, but...
I gave her a special gift! I gave her the wonderful gift of song!
You gave her a song?
Well, I am a renowned tenor. Hey, Buttface! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Enough jibber-jabber! Let's get to court already!
Nick, what's going on?
Looks like he's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Hey, do you think you could tell us what you know about the murder?
What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man?
I guess so.
Did you know of another murder that happened recently?
No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts.
Trillo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet.
These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick?
Okay, I'll talk. The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud.
You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that?
Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that.
Straighten up! I'm made of wood! Besides, you were there. You know what happened.
You were there?
If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on the facts tomorrow in court! Let's get out of here, Woody.
Yeah, of course.
What in the world happened with Ben and Trillo?
Quite a pair, those two. Oh no, now what? No!
Nick, are you alright?
That monkey! Ah! My badge! That monkey stole my badge!
What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You looked so completely dumbfounded. Regina!
You! That monkey!
Hey, no need to get angry, okay?
But... my attorney badge!
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it?
The monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey.
His name is Money?
Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get it back?
I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems.
Eh?
Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home.
That's pretty funny.
Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to.
I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know.
Huh? You don't know?
He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming.
Oh, I see. By the way, we met Ben.
Ben? You mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trillo?
What do you mean hanging around?
Well, he was there when Trillo told me that he was in love with me.
Oh, right. She mentioned that earlier, didn't she?
He's kinda cute, don't you think? Oh, he's so smart, and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him!
But what about Ben?
What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo.
Like sand through the hourglass, so too are the days of the circus.
But, Regina, weren't you already proposed to?
Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while.
Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah. Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage.
But Max only talked to the ringmaster about it.
Oh, I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly.
So I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet either.
What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh?
What?
Who do you think I should go for? Max or Trillo?
Wait. You do realize that Trillo is a puppet.
I don't care that he's a bit stiff.
I do not have time for this. I have to find that monkey and get my badge back.
Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Wright all the time! It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right?
See, Nick? It just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
So what can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it!
We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't ya?
Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money?
Ah, yes, Money!
He stole my attorney's badge.
Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge, but under no circumstances can you chase after him.
Why's that?
Oh, I know! You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right?
Exactly! Bravo, bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family.
Then, who does he belong to?
I'd be happy to take you to where his owner is staying.
If you would, please. Hey, Mo. Could I ask you about Regina?
Regina is such a pure, innocent child.
She's such a cutie, too.
She was born and raised in the circus, you know. But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top.
Sounds like Pearly.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality.
She lives in a dream world.
Every day she sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown. The funny thing is, that all seems normal to her because it's her everyday life.
I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist's puppet.
Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply, without complications. This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
I can't breathe.
Don't be such a wimp. We only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyway, this is the place. Acro's room.
Acro?
He's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around today.
That's a big pile of junk over in the corner.
I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful that you make sure you lock up when you leave and that you've got the right stuff.
Thanks, Mo. See you later.
Quick! Help me sift through all this junk!
Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch.
Look at this! It's a trophy! And it's really heavy.
I found it! Your badge, it's right here!
Thanks. You really saved me. Huh?
What's the matter? Did you find something?
Yeah! Check this out.
It's a ring.
There's something engraved on it. From T to R.
Seems a bit too fancy to leave here, don't you think?
Probably. Might as well hold on to it to see if we can find the owner later. But, as for now, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation.
Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow?
Who knows? We're not looking at a whole lot in the way of evidence, and I can't even imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be the witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet, too.
Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side.
That's good. Because we might need some magic tomorrow if we want to pull a win out of our hats.